Earth, Moon, Sun, and Stars. Written by Elise Sweeney. Introduction. When we look up into the sky, we are looking into outer space. We can see the sun, the moon, and stars. They all seem to move very slowly across the sky. We live on a giant ball of rock and water called Earth. We don't see it because we live on it. It is also moving through space. It moves in a giant circle around the sun. The moon is also a ball of rock, but it is smaller than Earth. The moon moves in a giant circle around Earth. As Earth moves around the sun, the moon moves around Earth. Let's learn more about Earth, the sun and stars, and the moon. Let's learn about how they move through space. Earth. Earth is where we live. It is one of 8 planets that go around the sun. Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. Being this far away keeps Earth from getting too hot or too cold. Planets closer to the sun are so hot that steel would melt. Planets farther away are way too cold. Earth has the right amount of heat and light for plants and animals to live here. Most of Earth is covered by water. Water is also below ground and in the air. That's why Earth is called the water planet. Living things need water to live. They also need air. Earth has a blanket of air around it. This blanket of air is called the atmosphere. The sun. The sun is just one of billions of stars in space. Like most stars, it is a giant ball of very, very hot gas. The sun sends light to Earth. Light from the sun hits Earth. It lets us see during the day. The light changes to heat when it hits Earth. The heat rises and warms Earth's atmosphere. Without the sun, Earth would be dark, cold, and lifeless. Most stars are much bigger than our sun. The sun looks bigger than other stars because it is much closer to Earth. But even though it is our closest star, it is still very, very far away. Wowzer! If you could drive to the sun at the speed of a car on a highway, it would take about 170 years to get there. The sun is much, much bigger than Earth. If Earth were the size of a marble, the sun would be as big as a ball over 5 feet tall. The sun is so big that 1 million Earths would fit inside it. Day and night. Earth is always spinning like a top, or rotating. This rotating causes day and night. When the side of Earth we are on faces the sun, we see the sun's light. It is day. As we stand on a spinning Earth, the sun looks as if it is moving across the sky. Night comes when the side of Earth we are on rotates away from the sun. The side facing away from the sun is dark at night. When it is daytime on our side of Earth, it is nighttime on the other side of Earth. It takes 24 hours for Earth to rotate once. That's one day. A year. The Earth also moves, or revolves, around the sun in a path called an orbit. It takes 365 1/4 days for Earth to make a complete trip around the sun. That's 1 year. Our moon. The moon is Earth's closest neighbor in space. It is much smaller than Earth. About 50 moons would fit inside Earth, or 4 moons across it. The moon is much closer to Earth than the sun. If you could drive a car to the moon at the speed of a car on a highway, it would take 150 days to get there. The moon does not make its own light. The moon shines because it reflects the sun's light. We see the moon at night and sometimes during the day. Moonlight is really sunlight bouncing off the moon. Changing shapes of the moon. The moon revolves around Earth just as Earth revolves around the sun. It takes 28 days for the moon to travel once around Earth. The moon seems to change shape as it moves. It does not really change shape. We just see different amounts of the sunlit side as the moon goes around Earth. Conclusion. Think about a calendar. A month is a little longer than the time it takes the moon to go around Earth. A year is 12 months. In the time it takes Earth to go all the way around the sun, the moon goes around Earth 13 times. A year usually has 365 days. In the time Earth makes one trip around the sun, Earth spins 365 times. Are you dizzy yet?